Hey guys, welcome to 11.3 Notes. So the first day of our matrices chapter, we learned how to add and subtract matrices. Yesterday and then the day before that, we learned how to multiply matrices, and that was fun. So we're going to take the next couple of days to practice those two skills, or those three skills: adding, subtracting, and multiplying. All right. So take good notes. If you get stuck or there's something you don't understand, you can pause it and rewind it. But most of this is designed to give you guys practice so you can get good at this. So especially if you get to one and you're like, hey, I want to try it. Maybe you just want to pause the video and try it and then check your answer. All right, so let's just dive in. So I'm giving you 5 matrices, A, B, C, D, and E. So typically, one of the first things I like to do is just label the dimensions of my matrices. So this first one, a 2 by 2. We've got a 2 by 3, 3 by 2, 3 by 3, then a 2 by 2. Okay. So the reason we do that is because we have certain rules whenever we are adding and subtracting and multiplying matrices. Okay. So look at number 1. It says A plus E. So recall that in order to add two matrices, they have to have the same dimensions. Well, A and E do both have the same dimensions, so we can add those two matrices. So matrix A plus matrix E that's a negative. Yeah, my negatives aren't showing up. Get these negatives in here real quick. All right, so remember, whenever we're adding matrices, it is each element in one matrix plus the corresponding element in the other matrix. Okay, so we have, that is a negative 1 plus 3 is a 2. 5 and a negative 1 is a 4. And then 13, or 4 and 9 is 13. And 7 plus 0 is 7. So the answer is this 2 by 2 matrix. Okay. All right, let's move on to number 2. Okay, so number 2 says 2E minus 3A. So 2 times matrix E minus 3 times matrix A. Well, E and A are the ones we just used, so they do have the same dimensions, so they can be added. Okay, so I'm going to write what this looks like. So I'm going to take 2 times matrix E, subtract 3 times matrix A. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do before we can combine these two matrices is we need to multiply times those scalars. So we need to multiply that by that 2. Each element inside the matrix needs to be multiplied. Then I need to multiply by negative 3. So I'm going to multiply that negative 3. So then it actually will become an addition problem. Then finally, we can add the two matrices together. Okay, adding each corresponding element. this is our final answer, is a 2x2 matrix. Okay. All right. Number 3, B plus C. B plus C. B is a 2x3 matrix. C is a 3x2 matrix. That means they are different dimensions. They cannot be added. Okay. It cannot be added. Not possible. All right. All right. Let's look at number 4. Number 4 is B times C. Okay, B times C. Well, recall when we talked about multiplying matrices, the number of columns in the first one has to equal the number of rows in the second one. Okay, so B is 2x3 and C is 3x2. So we got 2x3 and 3x2. So these middle numbers do match, so they can be multiplied, and the resulting matrix will be a 2x2 matrix whenever we multiply these. Okay, so if you remember this was a lot of fun. Multiplying matrices was a whole lot of fun. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write my two matrices down here, B and C. So I've got B. Then C. All right, so remember when we multiply this, we take the first row and multiply it times that first column, okay? And then you have to add up all those numbers, all right? So I'm gonna make me a pretty decent sized matrix so I can get all the elements inside of it so you can see it. So first row times that first column. So I've got 0 times -7. Okay, that's 0. And I've got to do 1 times 4. That's 4. Then -2 times 5 is -10. Okay, -2 times 5 is -10. Okay, and that's how I get that first element, row, column. All right, first row, first column, 0, -7, 1, 4, -2, 5. Okay, now you can either go to the area to the right or the area below. I'm just going to go to the area to the right. I'm going to do second row, first column. Okay, so I'm going to do -3 times -7, positive 21. 6 times 4, 24. And then -1 times 5, -5. Okay. Then I did not leave quite enough room. So then I'm going to still use, I've got to use all of them. So remember, we're going to have a 2x2. So I've got this first element and the second element. Okay. All right. Now up here, I'm going to go first row, second column. So 0 times 3, 1 times -2, and then -2 times 2. Okay. And then finally, second row, second column, -3 times 3, 6 times -2, it's -12, and then -1 times 2, -2. Okay, then we're going to add all these together. So 0 plus 4 plus -10 is -6. 21, 24, -5 gives me a positive 40. I've got negative 2, negative 4 is negative 6, and then negative 9, negative 12, and negative 2 is negative 23. Okay, and that's the final answer for number 4. All right, fun stuff, multiplying matrices. Okay, all right, let's look at number 5. Okay, 5 says C times D. C times D. Well, C is a 3 by 2 matrix, and B, I said D and B. B is a 2 by 3 matrix. So the middle numbers do match, and we can multiply them, and it will result in a fun 3 by 3 matrix. Okay. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is write down my matrices, C and B. All right. Got those written down. Okay, so it is going to be a 3 by 3. It's going to be big. It's going to be big. All right, so this first element, I'm going to take the first row times the first column. So there's only 2 things in there. Okay, so negative 7 times 0 is 0. Then I've got 3 times negative 3 is a negative 9. Okay, then I'm going to go second row, first column. So I'm going to do 4 times 0 is 0. And then negative 2 times negative 3 is 6. Then I'm going to go to that third row, 5 times 0 is 0. And 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. So there's my first column of my new one. Okay, now I'm going to go second row. Okay, or no, second row. First row, second column. Okay, so I'm going to do negative 7 times 1 is negative 7. Then 3 times 6 is 18. Okay, then 4 times 1 is 4. Negative 2 times 6 is negative 12. 5 times 1 is 5. 2 times 6 is a positive 12. Okay. Then I'm going to do first row, third column. Okay, so negative 7 times negative 2 is positive 14. 3 times negative 1 is a negative 3. Okay. I'm going to do second row for third column. So 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. Negative 2 times negative 1 is a positive 2. And then finally, third row, third column, 5 times negative 2 is a negative 10. And then 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. Okay. And we're going to put it all together. I'm going to write mine here. So 0 plus negative 9 is negative 9. 0 plus 6 is 6. 0 and negative. 6 is negative 6. Negative 7 and 18, 11. 4 and negative 12 is a negative 8. 5 and 12, 17. My final column, 14 and negative 3 is 11. Negative 8 and positive 2 is negative 6. Negative 10, negative 2 is negative 12. There's the final answer, matrix C times matrix B. Okay, good times. It's probably as hard as it gets is multiplying matrices. We're getting a 3 by 3. Not hard. The math is definitely not hard, but we have to figure out what the pattern is and be able to duplicate that pattern. Okay. All right. let's look at number 6. So we've got matrix C, which is 3 by 2, and multiply that times matrix D, which is a 3 by 3. 3 and 2 are not the same, so this one is not possible. Okay, not possible. Your favorite answer, I am sure. Not possible. All right. Number 7, D. D times C. Matrix D is 3 by 3. Matrix C is 3 by 2. That can be multiplied, and it will result in a 3 by 2 matrix. Okay, so I do want you to pause on this one and then really give this one a try, see how you do. And then when you're done, come back, hit play, and check your answer. All right, hopefully we had some success with that. If not, go back and try it. See if you can figure out why those are the numbers. Promise, if you can figure those out, you're gonna have more success. So hopefully you guys had some success with that. Last question says find the value of each variable. Okay, find the value of each variable. Missing some symbols in here. Got a W plus Y, 3Z plus 1, Y minus 3. All right, sometimes my documents don't show up when I'm making my videos, so get those fixed. All right, so we got a 2 by 3 matrix and a matching 2 by 3 matrix. It says they're equal, so that means each element is equal. So not too bad. 2x has to be equal to 10. If you solve that, we'll get x is 5. There's my x, all right? Well, I'm not going to go and solve w plus y equals 8 yet because I need to know what y is. So I'm going to solve for y next. So I'm going to say 4 equals y minus 3. Solve that. Y is 7. Okay. Now I can use it. So I'm going to say w plus 7 equals 8, so W must be 1. Okay. And then finally, I got to figure out what Z is. I've got 3Z plus 1 equals 2Z minus 9. Let's subtract 2Z from both sides, and minus 1, you get Z is a negative 10. Negative 10. Okay. All right, so hopefully you guys had success when trying some of those on your own. If you did not, then go back and practice it. Go back and watch the video again. Okay, get started on your assignment. All right, work, and we will continue working on this on Tuesday. Hope you guys have a wonderful long weekend and a great Easter. See you later.